So my name is Daniel Granger. I'm 39 years old and I'm a hairdresser from Northampton. Now there was something that initially drew me to Men Without Masks retreat, and that was sometimes we go through difficult times in our life and you look for the signs, and mine was on social media. I see a platform for men that were maybe in a crisis, maybe had some demons to deal with, or maybe it was I need to spend more time with men. But it just drew me to it, and I just had to book it. I read up on, and I was practicing on meditation, but not really knowing how to meditate, just having a go. The thought of being less in my head, more present, was something that I needed to be taught. So I thought a men's retreat would give me the fast track to better myself, better my mentality, give me more coping mechanisms, and just to learn a bit more about myself. So in my life, I've had so many challenges that I've had to just deal with by my own learnings. And one of those is suicide. I lived with suicide, that it was just a part of me, like having a bad leg or a bad arm. But you can't see it, you can't show anybody it. From my father committing suicide, my brother committed suicide, I always felt it belonged to me and that would be my destiny. But times get hard and I can't deal with it, and my explosion would be to take my own life. But I knew that I have a good life, I need to nurture it. So I wanted to kind of overcome those challenges with the help of Men Without Masks. I didn't want to rely on medication. I wanted to rely on that I got here somehow, that it can be unpicked and undone, and that I can live a life without medication just by just practicing meditation, yoga, or becoming calmer, and to realize I'm not the only one. Maybe the guys on the retreat that I'll meet will have similar stories and similar coping mechanisms. They can teach me, as well as maybe I can teach them on some of the things and challenges I've had. So they're the things I wanted to overcome. So I work with predominantly women. As a hairdresser, I cut women's and men's hair. I have really close contact with them. But I don't spend much time with men, amongst men. And I found that quite daunting, quite scary. What kind of characters will be on there? Will I have to kind of find my masculinity and present that? Can I be just myself? When you break down a man, there is kindness in every single man. So when I first met everybody, it was scary. You're walking into a room and another man turns up, another personality. But we're all there for the same reason fundamentally. We're all there because there's something we want to change about our lives. We want better for ourselves. And I watched my mask come off, and I watched other men's masks come off, from the most hardened character to the softest character that wanted building up, to the hardest that wanted softening down. We found a nice mutual well-being amongst men. It was beautiful. So I think when you are put into a state of discomfort and you meet everybody and they start removing their masks, even mine, and you see the true person, you see the vulnerability, you see that it's okay to cry, because I don't think as men we're not allowed to cry, we're conditioned not to cry. To see that amongst all of us taking this really beautiful journey, say day 1, day 2, and the bond and the brotherhood and the sacredness of what we've just done. It's almost like I don't want to tell you too much about it. I want you to be surprised as much as I was. So the things that I've taken from the retreat is that you are safe around men, that you can find your calm in many situations. Difficult situations, I will deal with them very differently. My heightened emotions of my low and my high, like a pendulum swinging from conflict to harmony. Sometimes I put myself into harmony, from the conflicts, the struggles that became me. I have to struggle to then get to harmony, and then I can't stay up there too long. I then quickly swing back into this conflict, and the conflict is make-believe. It's something that doesn't exist. I've created this. But what it's done is it's given me that ability to recognize the different personalities that I have, or the different kind of archetypes that I have, that there's a part of me that's a little bit more loving, something that has to be a bit more of a hero, someone that needs to kind of sit back and watch their kingdom. So I took a lot of breaking down why I feel like that, why that memory has certain emotions attached to it. And now I can kind of break them up and think about them and dissect them. And it becomes a lot easier to understand of why I'm here, what my purpose is, and truly value the things that I love. And sometimes it wasn't the things that were so obvious to me, but such as my career. I took away a lot more sense of family, friendship, calm, kindness, relax, and be ready. Just be ready for those moments where you need that warrior, you need that fight, you need that to come out of yourself, to stand tall and be noticed. So if I'm speaking to any man out there that's thinking about coming on a retreat, just do it. Just take a leap of faith, an act of gamble, and entrust yourself with the leaders of Men Without Masks, because they are dedicated every day to giving you the best transition, the best experience a man could have amongst men. And it's rare we get this time in this fast, busy world to just sit back and just let somebody else take control, and you can just be delivered into this kind of program which will break you down, will hurt you, will make you look inside, and then build you up to be everything that you want to be going forward. So yeah, I definitely think you should book it.